Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. So I was saying, it would be funny if I could remember what I was gonna say. It'd be great, but it's gone. Welcome to old age.
No shit.
Yeah,
Help us
yeah,
reminisce about
pretty much.
things we don't really
Right.
remember anymore
Help me
when
reminisce
can't
so
think
I
of.
have some kind of a memory of what the fuck happened. Yeah, that's great. No, I was gonna say something, but I lost my train of thought because I looked at my notes and I'm like, oh,
Oh
you know,
boy.
I know,
Well,
right?
at least you have notes.
Well, I do, and thank God I do, so you have something to jump into and to
Yeah,
comment
no
on
shit.
afterwards.
I made some notes, but it's nothing that like has happened recently. It's just kind of like about like things I'm remembering from back in the day, but it's really
Right.
difficult because my
Well, it could be way back.
that's way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way back.
Yeah,
That's way
way
back.
back.
Yeah,
I
way
mean,
back.
I know my pet peeve will probably give us a few at least 10 minutes of
Jesus,
expressing our
good,
anger and our rage, because my
good.
pet peeve today is about texting.
Oh,
My biggest
okay.
peeve probably with texting, because I have an Apple phone,
Uh-huh.
you see the little dots, right? When someone's sending a
Yeah.
message, and someone will text me, I'll answer them back, and I'll see the little 3 dots for a cool 10 fucking minutes, and I'm thinking they must be writing a motherfucking novel, and it's like, "Bring," and it comes out, it says, "Okay." What the
Yeah.
fuck is that all about? What is that all about? Because that drives me I'm like, "Okay, okay, I need a whole novel. What the fuck was that all about?" Yeah, I
It's like
don't know.
it's like they typed the O and then walked away for a while and then came
Yes,
back and went,
or they
"Oh
put it in
shit,
their
I forgot to
pocket and
send
it's
that," and then hit the K
yeah,
and then
I'm
sent
butt
it.
texting. Motherfucker, man. It just drives me nuts. I'm like, "Ah, send it already." Or it'll go and then it disappears and you're like, "Well, where is it?" "No, they took it back." And I do it all the time, but that's okay for me to do it, see? That's how that works.
What I've noticed is like somebody will start texting and you'll see the 3 and then it'll go away and then like 3 or 4 minutes, like an entire humongous paragraph pops up. Like, they've been voice texting that whole time,
Right?
and then that, like, entire paragraph pops up, and you're like, "Oh, shit, I don't know if I'm ready to read all that right now." It's a pretty big
Wait,
commitment.
didn't you almost send someone our entire podcast doing that?
No, that was doing something like that.
That
What was that? I was
what, you
talking to
had it on
something and, like, I, like,
yeah, you had
stopped
it,
it, like,
like,
at
on
the last
voice.
minute.
Yeah, you were recording, like, texting or
Yeah.
something, and it was, like, almost our entire fucking podcast.
Yeah.
That was too funny.
I'm like,
Good times, good
let's
times.
wait, let's not
There's
send
plenty of
all
other
that."
irritating things about texting. When did, like, not needing to use any kind of decent grammar become, like, the status
Oh
quo?
my god.
Because I
I
see
will
people doing this shit in emails, and I'm like,
mm,
professional. That's not professional."
yeah.
I don't know. It's just I don't know.
I think across
Text
the board,
etiquette.
we're losing all decency and grammar.
It does
Grammar
I
do
mean,
grammar
I
doesn't
think
matter,
most
history
people
doesn't matter, nothing matters anymore,
no.
so what the hell?
It doesn't seem like, fucking matters to me.
Correct them and send it back or just refuse like, if they ask you a question, just say, I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. I don't know what that word means."
I usually
I've
just go,
done
"I'm
that.
sorry, you're a fucking asshole."
Wow.
That's kinda where
Yikes.
I end up with. Well, you
I
can
mean,
ask anyone that knows me, they'll all go, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
it's definitely one way to handle it.
Yeah, well, I'm old school. Let's go out behind the backstop and I'll beat your ass. That's where we're gonna go. I don't take them to a woodshed. I'm not that old school.
Like yeah, go get a switch. Make
Yeah.
them go
Oh,
pick out
fuck
their
that. No,
switch.
no, no, no. I'll take the wooden spoon. Those break. Switches don't break. They just break skin.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they, like, slap like a it feels like a knife or something cutting into you sometimes. Not that not that I would know firsthand. I've heard I was never spanked. I think we all know that. I mean, not by a
I got
parental
spanked enough for
figure.
both of us. That's all good. It's all good. It's all good. My rage has to come from somewhere.
Anyway,
Mm. Right.
so
Ah,
yeah,
yes.
the
More
texting thing,
information.
that is fucking
Mhm.
obnoxious. The other thing about texting that drives me nuts is when you text somebody who when you text somebody and they don't get back to you for, like, a really long time, but every single time you're physically with that person in person, they're, like, constantly on their phone. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? It's like every
Yes,
single
yes, I
time we
do.
spend time together, we're together and you're always on your phone. But I text you something simple, I would think, something simple relatively, and you don't get back to me for like hours.
Yes, this
Like
sounds like
if I
family
know your
members that I
phone's
know.
off,
I
that's one thing.
do,
I don't
I
know who you're
do.
talking about. I know it's not me because
No, but I know who you're
I
talking
get
about. That's
wrecked.
funny.
So
That cracks
obnoxious.
me up. I know, I'm like, "Wait, you texted me and said something, and I replied, and I don't hear from you for 4
Or on that same note, you, get a text from somebody and you like, "Oh, you know what? I got this to do right now. My hands are wet." Something happens, you get kinda sidetracked. You don't get back to them for like 20 minutes, and by the time you get back to that one, it's like, "Mom, mom, 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 where the fuck are you? What are you doing? Mom, what's up?" And you're just like, oh, did it take me 20 minutes to get back to your text when it takes you hours to get back to mine and you're losing your shit
Yes.
over it?
Mhm.
Back off,
Mhm.
dude. Back off, dude.
Right? I keep
Not
trying to get,
cool.
my fellow workers to not text when I'm not at work, and I've been quite unsuccessful so far, so
Like, text
it
you
is
when
what
you're
it
not at
is.
work?
Yeah, just
Block
for
them.
random crap, I'm like, "Damn." I'm like, I am at home, right? I mean,
Block
well, yeah,
them.
but well, yeah, yeah.
I'm
It doesn't work
just
like that when
kidding, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I can only block family, that's
Oh,
fine.
right, yeah.
I
It's the only time it's
can't
really
block employees.
appropriate.
Yeah, but that's texting drives me nuts. I mean, I do enjoy the convenience of texting because I personally would rather text than talk to someone, that works for me. But there are some things that actually need face to face, you know? You can't do everything via text or via email. Sometimes you have to have that interpersonal discussion. Don't you agree?
Yeah,
Hello?
absolutely. No, like,
Oh,
if
I
it's
was like,
something
"Fuck,
that
am I muted? I don't know."
even no, even if it is something that I need, like, an answer to, like, right now, and then I'll call them. I think I'll just call them and ask them real quick. Then they don't fucking answer. And then you
No.
go back to text them, and then it says, "So and so has their, um, their do not disturb on." You motherfucker, you didn't 2 seconds ago when you didn't answer my text, and then I call you, and now all of a sudden you got your fucking thing on? Cool.
Mhm, mhm.
Super
Yeah,
cool.
sometimes our phones give a little more information than they should. They give us all this information to read into. It's like, "Motherfucker," and they
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
inadvertently hit it. It wasn't even really their fault, or it automatically goes on. You're taking it totally the opposite way. "I can't believe you do that to me." Yeah,
Yeah.
or
Or
they
it's
really
like,
did do
"Hey."
that to you, and
Yeah, exactly.
it could be, you
And you
never know.
figure it out. Yeah, you, like, reading it, you're like, "Oh,
Right?
okay. Yeah. That's super cool. I can take a hint." It's like, I'll take the hint, but then in the same breath, it's like, if they call me and I don't answer, it's like then they're gonna call, like, a well check or something on me.
They'll be
You
like,
didn't answer
have you?"
your phone. You didn't answer your phone." "Yeah, I was busy." It's like, uh, I'm trying to get away from the phone anyways, like, that dependency and everything. It's not okay, but, like, we're
Sometimes
too
I leave
dependent on
and I
it.
realize, like, I'm going to go get something, and I realize I left my phone at home, and I just leave it. I'm like, "Meh." I mean, unless I really, really wanna hear a specific song or I'm listening to a podcast,
Yeah. My problem with
like
that
the Sure Jan
is
podcast.
exactly, right. Please
Thank you,
like
thank you.
and follow. Like and follow
Like
all.
and follow, that's right.
Um, my problem is I don't if I don't have my phone or my purse, then I'm screwed because now I can't buy anything because I have
Nah,
Apple
this is
Pay.
true.
So it's like, oh shit.
I have it on my watch, so I'm safe.
Oh, yeah, I should probably do that. But then
Shh.
I can't wear my watch.
Shouldn't have said anything. You're like, "I don't wear
Yeah,
my
but
watch." Well, there you go, there's another reason to wear it. Tells you your
mm,
heartbeat
I
and all that
forget.
important
I
stuff.
forget.
I
I forget.
forget.
I forget my watch. I forget, yo.
I have, my "yeah ever" is a pretty funny one.
Okay, good, because, I don't have anything for that, so let's hit it.
Okay, well, this you'll be able to elaborate because this everybody's gonna have some kind of something they ran into with this. My "ya ever" has to do with, have you ever walked into a bathroom and the lights are out and you're thinking, "Sweet, it's all mine," right? You're like,
Oh,
"It's all mine. I don't
like
gotta
at a
worry about."
business or something, like at a business or
Yeah, yeah,
something like that?
it's this
Okay.
was this was at a community bathroom, right? So,
Okay.
I'm like, "Yes, it's all mine." So I go in, I sit down, I start doing my business, and I can hear someone sniffle in the stall next to me. I'm
Oh,
like,
and
"What
the
the
light was off when you got in there?
Yes, yes, and I'm thinking, "What the fuck? There's someone in here? Are you
Those stay
fucking
on for like
kidding
20
me?"
minutes and
I'm
then
like,
they shut off.
"Yes, yes." I'm like, "That's that fucking she outdid the light?" I'm like, "Is
That's
that
not
why
s
it smells like pickles in here?"
Yeah.
Oh, man. I
Pickles.
was like, "What in the hell?"
Oh,
And I didn't wanna
fuck.
say anything. I peed and I ran, and I'm like, she was still in there when I left.
Well,
It wa I
um,
didn't even know what to do. I'm like,
what are you gonna say, though?
yeah, I
"Hey,
was like,
are you almost done? 'Cause could you flush?" That'd be great. That'd
yeah,
be a good one. How
"Could
about a
you
courtesy
courtesy flush,
flush?
please?" There you go. Wasn't that
Jesus.
Tom Arnold? It's Tom
What's
Arnold,
that?
right? Wasn't
Was
it
he the one
Tom
that came up
Arnold
with
in
that?
Austin Powers? The courtesy flush when he's dunking the guy's head in the toilet? "Who's number 2?" Don't you remember that?
Tom Arnold
He's
was in
He
that?
was in the stall next to, yeah, he was in the stall, he was wearing a cowboy
Oh,
hat, and
and that is about
and
the time
Austin
that he was
Powers was
doing
dunking the guy's head in the toilet, making him ask him who number 2 was, he wanted to know who number 2 was, and he's like,
Oh,
"Who's number
gross.
2?" And he's like,
Okay.
"That's it, buddy, get him. You show him who's boss."
He
Fucking
was
Tom
doing
Arnold.
a lot of, cameos at that time. Tom
Yes,
Arnold
well, I
was.
mean, he was doing a lot of drugs at that time, so he had a
Oh,
lot of
Jesus.
time on his hands. He admits all that, I mean, it doesn't, and it's funny because I like him, so it really doesn't change anything. That's part of his personality, being a spaz. I think he's a spaz without it as well, so, and, you gotta feel
I
for the
always
guy,
liked
he was
him.
married to Roseanne, fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a lapse in judgment all on its own.
Well, she was kind of a big deal for a while.
She was a big deal
Well, she
for a
was, like, the
while.
biggest,
Big
actually. She
fucking
was the
deal.
biggest deal for a while, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you cared about that kinda stuff, yeah. I was never really impressed with her, so.
No?
No,
Was
I
she a
always thought she
domestic
was
goddess? Isn't that what she was?
yeah, that's it, yeah. I mean, she was funnier when she was younger, but, I always thought she was a little bit on the, I don't know, kind of a bitch. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't know her
Yeah.
personally, so maybe she's not as big a bitch, but
Unless
I've
she
seen
wants to
some
be
of
a
the
fan
stuff
of
she's
this
done.
podcast, and then I'm totally for it. I personally love
No,
her,
I'm sorry. Now
Roseanne.
we're gonna go, no, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think this is the kind of
Yeah.
content she's, been
No,
searching out recently.
no, fuck no. She didn't give 2 shit about us. Nothing. Uh-huh. Mhm. Man, I had to smash this. It's so good. A
What
Lara
do you
bar,
got?
have you ever had those?
Yeah,
Oh,
those
man.
are good. Do you like them
It's
so
a
much?
lemon bar.
What do you
Uh,
really like? Oh, you like the lemon Lara bar? What do you really like about it? Just in case somebody's
I
listening.
like how soft it is, and the amount of nuts to ratio is
The
good,
nutritional
and,
value, is it the
mhm,
nutritional value that you're looking
that's
for?
right, it's just 6
And it's
real
just
ingredients.
they're just
Lara bar,
delicious, just
the
so
original
delicious.
real fruit and nut
There
bar.
you go.
Lara bar
Right on.
in your local store.
That's
Get them
that's
now.
how you do it. That's how you do it.
Thank
That's how you do it. Nicely done.
you.
Very
Thank you.
nicely
Thank you
done.
very
Hilarious.
much. My sample product.
Eh,
But, yeah.
Must sample
So
product.
that was the first time I've walked into a bathroom and there was someone in there with the lights out because they had been in so freaking long. I was just
I
like,
mean,
wow.
one of my things is, like, I don't understand the difficulty in locking the fucking door to some of these
You mean
bathrooms.
so you walk up and push and they're sitting there looking at you? Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. I have to agree with you on that one. It doesn't seem like such
Is
a
it just
difficult task.
it doesn't. I don't think it's
I
that
mean,
that hard.
but I've done the same thing, okay? I in the same goddamn bathroom. I walked in and I went to the far stall and I gave it a poke, just a poke, and it goes wink and opened up. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And I walk in, the girl looks up, and I'm like, holy shit. I
Oh
was
my
like, oh my
god.
God, I'm so sorry. She's like,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm like, man. I go, you didn't lock it. She goes, I thought I did. I go, but you didn't.
You had a full-on conversation with her while she's squatting down. You just open the door. "Oh,
I
sorry."
poked the door, saw her, and ran to the other stall because I almost pissed myself because I wasn't expecting someone to
You
be
just
in there.
stand
Yeah,
there
it
and
was
looking
pretty
at her.
close.
You didn't lock
It
the
was
door.
pretty
Just give her
close.
a lecture, full-on lecture.
I just poked
She's
it
at
and
her
ran. I
weakest
didn't even
point.
close the door for her. I just poked it and ran. I ran to the other stall. I'm like, yeah, sorry.
You're still talking about the
I'm
door,
gonna pee
right?
now. Hmm?
Nothing. I said, "You're still talking
Yeah.
about the door, right?" "I just poked it and
Yeah.
ran." "Alright, settle down.
Oh, no, no, no.
This
Ew.
is a
In a
family
bathroom?
show." Or not. It's probably
In a
not.
bathroom? Yeah. No.
Yeah, right? I know how it
Alright.
works. I
And
know
we'll
how it
cut it this
works.
way. And cut. Uh-huh.
And scene.
And cut. Oh, no, we're explicit. It's too late for that shit. I can't talk on a microphone and be me without cussing and saying fuck every couple words, so it is what it is.
I don't wanna live my life where I'm not doing that. I mean,
I
well, no,
know,
not
right?
not that I'm not look, wait, let me rephrase that. I don't wanna live a life
Well,
where
why don't you make a phrase for
I know, right? Why don't you say something correctly? I don't want to, I don't wanna be around people where I have to feel like I have to censor myself, I
Oh,
think. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, there are people out there who, like, they used to preface me, if you know what I mean. Like, I would show up
oh,
somewhere, like, meet
absolutely.
somebody at the bar, and they go, "Oh, this is the one I told you about." And I'd be like, "What the
Oh,
fuck does
Christ.
that mean?" And
So they
then
already have a
or
nice
or
pre
especially
predex
if they, like,
pre
yeah, or if they'll say, "Oh, she's so
Mhm.
funny, just wait." And it's just like, "I'm not in a funny mood right now, and I'm not your fucking dancing bear. What
Yeah,
the
your
shit?"
dog just died. You're like, "I'd love to
Yeah,
be funny for you
exactly. It's
tonight,
like,
but my fucking dog died, alright? So fuck
we're
off."
meeting here to talk about stuff, and you just, like, put me on the spot, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be funny, I'm gonna be funny, but still, I'm
It's
gonna
like,
do it
"Well,
on
she's
my
really
time,
funny,
not on
but
your
she's also
time.
a real bitch, so you gotta
Yeah,
be careful.
exactly.
It's a
"Oh,
fine
did she
line."
tell you I was funny? I can be a total asshole too, just lu
Oh,
buckle
yeah,
up."
I could be just the opposite of that too. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Are we pouring
How
these drinks
funny.
heavy or are we pouring these drinks light?
Right.
That's how we're
Oh
gonna
my
figure
god.
how this night's gonna go.
Oh god, if I smell the tequila, I'm gonna spend the night in the toilet
Oh my
vomiting. I
gosh.
can't
So, the other night, I went to dinner with 2 male friends, just friends, and I had an old fashioned, and they had an old fashioned with me. So, we all had an old fashioned when we first got there, right?
how
And
old-fashioned.
then Huh?
I said, "How old-fashioned."
It's
Yes.
so old fashioned. And then, so I had my old fashioned, and then I was just kinda like, "Eh, I think I'm done drinking." So just had, like, well, I think I'm done drinking
Well,
liquor.
aren't those
So
strong?
what's that?
I
Old
can't remember, aren't
fashions?
those pretty
Yeah,
strong?
it's like
It's like a layer of
liquor,
everything, isn't it?
bitters. It's like
Yeah.
liquor, bitters, and then a squeeze of the zest, little zest from the lemon peel or orange peel, and then one of them really amazing, cherries, right?
Ah,
Yeah. So, I had that, they had that, blah, 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 whatever. Well, I got there first, so I ordered mine first, and I was like, "I'm gonna wait." And then I was like, "Fuck that, I'm not waiting, I don't know when they're gonna be here, so I'm gonna have my drink mine first." So I took a drink of mine, and it was strong. And I was like,
mm,
"Oof, man, okay." So I mixed it up a little bit, and then it was, like, not as strong, but it was still kinda strong, whatever. That was fine. So then they get there, they order theirs, we're all, chilling, talking, "You guys wanna get appetizers?" "No, I don't want appetizers, I wanna eat, and I wanna go to bed." So, we ordered our food, and then she was like, "You want another one?" And I was like, "I really did, but I didn't. I couldn't." And I was like, no, I'll just have what they're having because I didn't really pay attention, and they had this something in a really skinny, cutesy little drink, and it was orangish looking, and I was like, I'll just have one of those, and then I'll cut it out, whatever, and then I'm gonna bounce." And I knew they were gonna stay later. So, they put one in front of me, and I took a drink of it, and it was tequila. Ugh. It was tequila.
oh,
I cannot drink, I mean, I can. Don't get me wrong.
oh,
I can drink tequila, but I don't like myself the next day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So I just don't
oh.
drink tequila. So I had, like, 2, like, strawfuls of it, and then I, like, pushed it away. I pushed it over to my other friend, and I was like, "There you go." And he's like, "You don't want this?" "No."
Ooh, you're like,
And so I left. Or I had to, yeah, we settled up and everything, and she was like, "Well, we're doing last call. Do you wanna leave?" I'm like, "I want to leave, yes." So I leave, and then the next day I see them, and they're both dragging ass. And they were just
uh,
like, "We
they're probably
had
so
3."
hungover.
So they had 1 more
They're probably still
when I
drunk.
left, and then she said, "Last call," and they each ordered 2,
Oh my
and then
god.
they went down and they sat by the fire because there's, like, a fire whatever there, and so they went
Mhm.
and sat at the fire thing, and I went to bed. And so, like, then the next day, they were both just fucked. I was just like, "I can't drink tequila. Oh, I love
Man.
tequila." "Well, I don't think it loves
Oh
you back."
no.
They were
Oh
so
no.
drunk. I don't remember the point of my story. The other point of my story was gay bars are the best place to go if you
They
wanna get
really
fucked
are.
up because they are the
They really are.
heavy-handedest motherfuckers out there.
They
The other
really
day,
do.
I went to lunch with my girlfriend, and she ordered a mojito, right? Mojito,
Mojito?
rum and muddled mint or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah,
Well, it was a
peppermint.
Mexican food place. Well, I guess they
Spearmint.
didn't use rum in their mojitos, they used tequila.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
changes everything.
So she took a big old fat whoop of it, and she was just like, "Oh," I mean, the look on her face, I was like, "Oh my god, are you
Well,
okay?"
yeah, those
And
are completely different alcohols.
she was like, "This is really strong. It just doesn't taste right." And I was just like, and that whole thing, "Oh, this tastes terrible. Here, try it."
Let me
When you do
taste
that to
it, yeah.
you know that when you do that with somebody? Or when, like, when you smell something and you're like, "Oh, man, that smells bad. Smell this." And I'm
You're like,
always
"This
like,
is
"I don't
terrible.
wanna
Taste this."
smell it.
Okay.
You just
It's like,
fucking
"What the
that
fuck?"
face you just made, I don't wanna smell that. No." So I tried it and I was like, "Hmm, that is tequila. That is, like, straight up tequila." I mean,
Oh,
it seriously tasted like straight
oh,
tequila. You
man.
could see that there was, like, the mint leaves in
And
there,
that's not
but
even an appealing combo.
it
That's like
was
rum is perfect for that, but not
exactly.
tequila,
And
no.
so we called the dude over and he was just like, "Everything okay?" I was like, "No, it is not okay. This is not." I go, "Could you get some sugar or something for that?" "I don't know." And he was like, "Oh, really?" And, like, the look on his face was like, I'm just like, "Yeah." And so he, like, leaves and then he comes back and he goes, "Okay, so we can do 1 of 2 things. If you want that, we could put stuff in it and we could do this and we could or we can make you a mojito with rum." And in my head, I'm like, why don't you just make the mojito the way that you're fucking supposed to, which is with rum, and why did you put tequila in it in the first place? But again, she goes, "I should have known it was gonna be strong because there's a gay guy back there pouring the drinks." And I was like, "Yep, that'll do
Mhm.
it. Yep." He's
Mhm.
just like, "I know you just
That'll
wanna
do
get
it.
hammered. Let's get hammered on 1." Boop, 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 boop.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Oh,
Yeah, it was just
tequila, man. There was a
tequila
minute
and
back there when
mojito?
I
Who
was
did that?
bartending, just the smell
Just
of the
smelling it,
fucking liquor
yeah.
sometime would be
See,
overwhelming, but I do have a tequila story. Oh my
that's
god.
how I am with gin. I can't smell
Oh
gin.
my god. It was like one of the not to be gross, but it was one of the worst cramps I've ever had in my life. I mean, they were killing me, and my roommate's like, "Here, have some tequila, it'll thin you out." I'm like, "Okay." Like 6, 7 shots later, I'm like, "Oh my
Oh,
god." I'm
Jesus
laying on my
Christ.
bed going, "The fucking room is spinning."
And you
Oh,
don't
I'm
drink
like, "Oh
tequila?
god, I feel horrible." I don't drink tequila, man, and I drank way more than I should have, and I was sicker than I was praying for death. I'm like, "Please, just kill me and let me die right now." And then he's just on my door. I'm like, "What the hell's that?" And it's the fucking twins. And they come flying into
Oh,
my room and they
dude,
jump on my
hilarious.
bed and they're like, "Yay!" I'm like, "Oh!" And I run to the
No.
bathroom, just, "Bleh," and they're
Bleh.
like, oh my god,
Are
after
you
that,
sick?
just the mere smell of tequila will make me I will actually throw up. I gotta stay away from it. I can't even smell it. It's horrible. Oh, it's terrible. It's the devil.
Midori? Have you ever smelled Midori?
Yeah, it's
It's like kinda
melon
lime
liqueur,
green.
yeah. Yeah,
That
it's
one,
melon
yeah.
liqueur, yeah.
I barfed
Yeah,
that for a couple
Midori's
days after my
you gotta
21st
kinda put
birthday.
that in with the drink, so Ugh.
Yeah. I barfed
Oh
that after
man.
my 21st birthday for about 2 days. It was
Ew, ew.
fucking
No, if you
disgusting.
want truly disgusting, you go back to the '80s with, like, the fucking Boone's Farm and all that stuff's oh my god. That stuff
Hey,
will
when you
kill you.
didn't know better, it was great.
When that was all you could get from your best friend's older brother, then that's what you got.
Oh, gross.
That's too funny. Speaking of my best friend's older brother, I actually let's see, what's my way back today? Oh, you know, I knew things cost stuff when I was little, like, but I didn't realize because you're a kid, you don't put value to things that you have. You know what I mean? Like my cleats, right, for
Oh,
soccer.
right, for sure.
I never
Perfect
really put
example,
value
yeah.
to them. I'd wear them.
Right.
I'd wear them on the sidewalk or whatever. And there was a time that me and my buddy were playing. Well, we were trying to play baseball. We sucked at it, but we were all excited because we'd played and we had practice that day. So we decided to walk the fence in our cleats, the entire fence
Wait,
line of our on our
what
old address
what do you mean walk it, like,
where
on
we
top of
grew up.
it?
Yeah, like walk the fence. We were gonna walk the entire length of the fence to see if we could get caught.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
god.
in cleats, no less.
You guys are
Okay,
fucking
so
idiots.
so we're walking. Well, I had great balance. I didn't have the problem. He was the one that had the problem. So we're walking along, and we get to this really
Is
long
it the
stretch of
friend that
fence.
lived wait, is it the friend that lived behind us or the one that lived across the street from him?
It was the one I had to hop the fence to go see, who
Okay,
had
I know who you
lots of
mean.
brothers
Okay,
and sisters. Yeah.
I know who you mean.
Um, and whose mother made the best food in the world.
Lots.
Um,
Lots of brothers and sisters.
oh yeah, lots of brothers and sisters. Lots, whole bunch. It's cleats, yeah. We're walking on the fence and we're coming to this one area of the fence because we've done this before, but we never walked the entire length. Okay, this is the first time. There's a one section where there's like no trees, no bushes, nothing. It's the entire length of their fucking yard has nothing but fence. So that's
Mhm.
like the most dangerous part of the whole fence. So we're like, dum, 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 dum,
I swear to God, I bet you $100 you were making that stupid fucking noise too.
I couldn't, but because I would've given it away. No, we were giggling,
Oh,
trying not to
okay.
pee. So we're
Okay, gotcha.
walking, right? And we're of course, we're wearing cleats, so it's really slippery as fuck. Well, he wipes out, okay, and falls off the back of the fence into the
Of
alley, and
course he
I'm like,
did.
"Holy
Yeah.
shit," and all of a sudden, lights start coming on, and I'm like, "Meh." So
Probably
I
fell
jump down.
straight back on his back too and knocked his fucking wind out of his head,
You
so he
know,
couldn't.
right on his head. Yeah,
Yeah.
right on his head. Uh, not that it did any more damage, but, he gets up, and because the lights are on, we had to run. Okay, so we're sprinting down the alley, which still had a little bit of concrete, right? Or
Mhm.
asphalt, I guess. At one point, it had been paved. So we're sprinting, right? And he tries to stop to get to the fence, and he puts on the brakes and grinds his cleats down to a nub. By the time he
Oh,
gets to the fence, it's
Jesus
like,
Christ.
and there's all this red plastic all over the ground, this
Oh
rubber.
my god.
And he looks down, he goes, I'm so fucked. And I go, what happened? He goes, I don't even have cleats anymore. I go, oh no. He goes, I just got these. I just got these. He's like, my mom's gonna
Yeah.
kill me. My dad's
Never
gonna kill me. I'm like, they are gonna kill you, and you're stupid for wearing cleats and doing that. But yeah, run, 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 run. I told him to run. He
never
didn't
mind the
run.
open head wound on the back of his head. Never mind that. That's not what's gonna get him in trouble.
Whoa, your
It's his
microphone's.
cleats.
I didn't hear
Oh,
anything you just said.
oh, how about now?
Hold on.
About oh.
All right, we're resuming. Sally's mic is taking a boo boo, and I'm
It's
screaming at her. So there you go. So this is what big sisters do. Okay, until next time. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Ed.
can you hear me now?
Hear me? Hear me? I still can't hear you. Me me
Well,
me.
maybe it's not the
It's a me.
earbuds then.
Wait, I heard something.
What'd you hear?
I
What
like.
was it?
So fucking loud.
You're stupid.
The best laid plans.